Don't forget the rest now. Des, King of the Pit TV, signing in live and large. We're going to be listening to Biohazard's Urban Discipline record from start to finish. Right, you know what? There doesn't seem to be too heavy a market on these reaction videos when it comes to hardcore and hardcore adjacent styles of music. But Biohazard does have a broader fan base than your general hardcore act and stems a lot into the metal classification. But to put a long story short, I'm quite simply going to get into this record because I haven't heard it before, and I know there's going to be a lot of material in here that I will really enjoy. So call it a little bit of self-indulgence, right? Without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in. So I'm Des, this is King of the Pit TV. My music is at Des Rocksteady, and if you want to check out my Instagram, that's Des Rocksteady. Let's communicate, let's talk. I was going to say let's talk business, feel free, but let's talk music for the time being. This is Chamber Spins Free, and I'm actually going to be bypassing Punishment because I did Punishment at like the start of this channel when I was just doing single songs. This is Chamber Spins Free, come on. Track number 1. I'm expecting a lot of groove, a lot of New York hardcore groove on this record. Roadrunner Records. Here we go. That snare's hard. That snare is just like someone's beating on the wall. When you're blasting Biohazard early on in the morning, someone's just beating on the wall, your next door neighbour. That's what that snare sounds like. What do they say? You call yourself a man, but you're nothing but homicide. Yo. What? Nothing but a whore inside. This is hard. This is hard. This is like metal street music. You know, I'm going to put some respect on these gang chants, because even though the audio doesn't sound fantastic on this video, the gang chants are booming. Here we go. Bro, this is hard. I'm thinking, because I'm more familiar with hardcore music than metal music in regards to the local acts and the local circuits in particular. I understand this is the second record they put out, but if a local act put out a band, if a local band put out a record starting with something that even sounded close to this, wow, it's such a high quality of musicianship, because it's so groovy, so consistent. Jeez, we're gonna bypass punishment. We're gonna go straight into Shades of Grey. So let's get it, people. No advertisement. Beautiful. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. This is Shades of Grey. We're listening to Urban Discipline, the full record. Yo, we bypass punishment because I've already done some reaction to that early on in this channel. We're listening to the whole record regardless. Chamber Spins Free was a groove and a half. Let's get straight onto it. Hardcore. Hardcore. Come on. Let's go. What did it say? I'm in. Let's listen back. I am real in touch with my feelings and I know my pain. Is that the real lyric? That's solid if that is. That's some real man shit. Fred. Here we go. Here we go. Something's coming up. Something's coming up, but I don't know what. Something's coming up. This could be anticlimactic or this could be big. Ignorant production on this record. Raw organic production. Let's go. We got bussiness next. Bussiness. What's all that about? Bussing the ting? What we talking about?
Amazon detail.
Yo. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Biohazard's Urban Discipline from start to finish. This one is called Bussiness. You tell me if this is the right title for this track or if it's a typo. Obviously, it's a reference to business, but I don't know if they're about bussing a gat or something. I don't know if it's some sort of reference to the word bus, like bussing the ting. Let's go straight forward. This is Biohazard with business, aka bussing. They're not talking about bussy boy ting. That's a bit too early for that. Come on, let's go. Bruh, you've never been loyal to the same thing twice. Is this what they were doing? Is this what they were talking about when they were signing the contract to Roadrunner Mush? Who's this dude on the backing vocals? Is that a guitarist or something? You work for us. You work for us. So many artists come into the game thinking a management is above them. No. The management is down below. You as the artist should be at the peak. You shouldn't be at the bottom. Don't always put yourself at the bottom. Don't allow people to be at the bottom. The artist is the top of the food chain. You pay the management. You pay the management. Shout out to Biohazard. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was a bit of a bitchy song at the start, but that was some real right there. Yo, this record is good. You work for us.
The message in the music is the reason that we're in this. That's what matters to us, not business. Music is for you and me, not the fucking industry. Trying to tell us what is cool. We come from different schools, it only matters what you say, not the fucking games you play. Bullshit is way to see the whole damn fucking industry. Music's for you and me, not the fucking industry. Fucking tell us what is cool. You see we come from different schools. To us it matters what you say, not the fucking games you play. The bullshit is way to see the whole damn fucking industry.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Dude, okay, this is why I started off listening to metal, extreme metal. Then I got sold into hardcore, mate. Because there is an element of realism within the lyrics, or at least you would hope so. You have to break through the nonsense to get into the bands that are talking about real proper stuff on the tracks. And I can't see many metal acts going on about this. Not as direct as Biohazard just have done. That is incredible. That's really good. I'll say it once more. When I got into this, first minute or so, I thought this is a bit bitchy. It's another hardcore song talking about you did me wrong. I hate you. But when I started listening to the bars and when he started to lay it down in spoken word, that was tough. That was tough, and that was some real stuff. And this band was standing up for the artist and the consumer of this work. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. We got Black and White and Red All Over coming up next. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. We're listening to Biohazard's Urban Discipline start to finish, and dude, am I enjoying this record so far. This has been quality, instrumentally and lyrically. Yo, on a little side note, yeah, Biohazard, in gay culture, yeah, if you have that tattooed on you, that signifies that you are HIV positive. Little fact for you. So there's a few heads knocking around with Biohazard tattoos that might be showcasing the wrong thing to a particular crowd of people. Right, this one is Black and White and Red All Over. Let's get straight into it. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Drive-by shooting, homicides. Nobody cares about the mother who cries.
Step on my reading, understand why I keep hating.
Here we go. Here we go. Mosh. Mosh. Mosh.
It makes no sense for us to be born in a chess game that the media play. If the streets are where you run, there you die. Why? Fight's never way out. There's no way out. Left and right and left. All over. Pulling up the positive and any hope for peace. This ruling Timberwell paper sales increase. This shit has got to cease. Left and right and left. All over. Believe half what you read and half of what you see. But two and two together and you have reality. Yeah, you say my reality. Yeah, my reality. Blood is spilled on black and white. Ripping cup while we fight. Take the match.
Blood is spilt on black and white. Is that what it says? Different colours. Why do we fight? I think we're talking about, you know, the divisions that are placed with it within human. The divisions that, you know, when we talk about politics, you have to phrase it right. So I apologise for stuttering there, but let's be fair. Most of this comes from the media. We should not be fighting against each other, and any sort of little situation that comes about is influenced and concentrated on and blown out of proportion by the media to further emphasise that. And yeah, we don't need to look side by side to see who our enemy is. We need to look upwards, right? Oh!
Turn on the TV, and what do I see? Hearing murder and blasphemy, rape, arson, robbery, people die for the beautiful disease crashes, crashes, people on drugs, devil woe, and heart attack always strike in the middle fucking east. War self-made words. I don't need peace.
This band has got something to say, and I respect that. This is a good record. This is a punk record. Oh, you know what? These punk bands are using metal act. Don't get me wrong. The best mosh bands are metal acts, right? Especially metal crossover acts. But as a punk act, you can use metal as a Trojan horse to get into the industry and spread a bolder message than you would do so whilst just being an in-your-face punk rock act. Biohazard, really good. The groove they have got, the message they've got, the street emphasis is really cool, man. We got Man with a Promise coming up next. Let's get straight onto it. I'm enjoying this. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. We're listening to Biohazard's full record, Urban Discipline. I'm jamming out, man. This one's Man with a Promise. Let's go. Yo, I'm a fool for bass lines and a steady drum beat, a driving drum beat. I'm a fool for it, man. These are the dance floor fillers for me. Get your dance moves on, get your dancing shoes on. Yo, to the moshers out there, these are the best mosh riffs for me. I'm not a beat down, breakdown, hard, punch the crowd dancer. I'm a little bit of a, I like a fast riff and a little bit of a side to side, but I'm not a circle pitter and stuff like this. But these sort of riffs, you can just get funky, get fruity, get weird. You can go for a stagey D, go for a dip in the crowd. Just get your dance moves out on the dance floor. I think they're underrated. I gave him my trust. I got stabbed in the back. This is life. This is life. This is crazy. You're talking about artistry now. This has got to be another industry tune. This has got to be another industry tune. This record's too hard. This record is too hard. I'm a musician, right? Or to emphasize that further, I'm a guitarist first and foremost. So when I listen to music, band music, I pick out on the riffs. And then I'll hear the beat. And then I'll go on to like the vocal melodies and, you know, the lyric. The lyric comes last, in all fairness. The melody could be, you know, first or last. Who knows? But the lyric comes, well, I apologise. I'm sipping on a vodka mix right now. What I'm trying to say is that as an instrumentalist myself, I don't pay complete attention to the lyrics. I listen to the instrumental first and foremost. And this band is shocking me in a very positive light by how they are expressing such relatable, understandable, deep and tough situations that comes across with such a realism in comparison to, you know, your standard singer-songwriter or your writer in other genres and so on and so forth. This is still, even though they're signed by Roadrunner, right? They signed the contract. They got a record deal. And so, you know, if I was a teenager, I'd say, you sold out, man. You sold out. You don't live my life as a teenager who doesn't need to pay bills, man. They sold a contract, probably I wouldn't say a nice contract, you know, it's a punk act, but they've done all right. Put out a classic record. I mean, I've seen the Biohazard shirt on so many heads at events. And they've done so while still rebelling. That's crazy. That's crazy to bite the hand that feeds on a record and make it a classic. Yo, I want to give a shout out to Biohazard. Yo, I'm enjoying this record. I'm enjoying this record so much.
Now the table will turn. Can you see, motherfucker, that you've been burned? You're a man with a problem, but you ain't shit to me. You ain't shit to me.
I just sent a text to my mate, yeah? I said, dude, Urban Discipline is one of the hardest records I've ever heard. This is punk rock at its core. This is groove metal at its outskirts. Let's move on. We got Disease next. This is too tough. There's King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to Biohazard's record, Urban Discipline. Dude, this is so good. I tuned into this knowing I would have enjoyed this record, but I'm enjoying it more than I actually considered. I actually sent a text message to my mate, right, to follow one. I referenced it in the last track, but to reset on this new tune, I sent a text to my mate saying this is one of the hardest records I've ever listened to. This is so good. The lyrical content of this record so far has been so real. They got signed by Roadrunner, and they're writing 2 tunes so far, if not more, on how the industry is trying to rinse them and how they don't see their ideals and so on and so forth, but they're doing so. They're writing these songs in a way that they're biting the hand that feeds. And they made this record a classic, because I know this is a classic record, just down to the community I'm within. Man, we're sipping on a body tonight, we're chilling out, we're gassing, and this is getting me excited. It's 10:30 at night. This one's Disease. Let's go. Come on. I got a question to ask you, right? Where does that drum beat originate from? Because I would say New York hardcore, the groovy stuff, sort of stems from hip hop music and has a crossover with hip hop music. But this particular beat, listening to it, I don't hear this beat much in actual hip hop, because I like my rap music and I like my New York stuff, or you know, the roots of hip hop and so on and so forth when it comes to New York and that. But you don't hear this too often, so tell me where this root stems from, or if I'm completely missing the point and I don't know much at all, because that could also be the case, right?
Looking around at the past and the present, things so much better now. Your misery, one of my company.
Let me just say, right, this is one of the least viewed tunes on the record, and I'm gonna put it down to it being the edit, the vocal effect that's being put on. It just doesn't come through with the clarity we've heard on the other tunes, and that's my opinion, because I believe in that.
Keep a good man down. Whatever made me wanna be with you is something I can't understand. 'Cause if I never saw your fucking face again, I'd die a happy man. This is my life with your disease. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna need to live on my knees. It's flowing through my veins. I'm gonna die right now, then live in pain. This is my life with your disease. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna need to live on my knees. It's flowing through my veins. I'm gonna die right now, then live in pain.
That wasn't a great tune. The vocal effect could be deemed alright, but it sort of blurred the direction the initial songs provided. Because I was gassing over the lyrics for every song up until this point. It sort of distorts the message that's being sent across. So I didn't really feel that. Let's put it bluntly, this was the weakest song on the record. Not the weakest song. I'm slurring my words, right? I'm having a sip right now. But that was that was the weakest tune on the record. We got Urban Discipline, the title track, next. 5 minutes 41. It's a long one. I'm gonna have to schedule in this tune, right? 5 minutes 41. I have high hopes for the title track. Let's get on to it. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. 407k views. Jesus. I was very impressed with the record up until the last tune, Disease, which I didn't think was fantastic. This has got the views to showcase that it might be a fan favourite. Unless they're just searching for the record title as well and coming across this tune. But it's the self-titled tune. And I've got high hopes because this record has been blowing my mind. It's been incredible. So this is Des King of the Pit TV. We're sipping tonight. Urban Discipline. Let's groove out. Let's hear some realism from the band Biohazard. Yo, I'm feeling the sound effects. This is side to side, front to back, punch the merch desk, steal a shirt. Fuck it, steal a shirt and a couple of the demos off of the desk. Come on.
Growing up, I've seen a lot of shit in my time. I've seen hunger, pleasure, violence and crime. I have learned from the mistakes my friends have died. And from those who have gone down in life, just never tried. Life is just too short, I realize that now. I'm gonna get my shit together, try to make it somehow.
Life is just too short. I realise that now. I have to put what? I'm gonna give some respect to this lyric.
Life is just too short, I realize that.
Life is just too short. I realise that now.
I'm gonna get my shit together, try to make it somehow.
I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna make it somehow.
One thing that I've learned is that
Yo, Hustle on Biohazard did it.
only live once. So now I'll take my by the balls and squeeze until they crunch.
I don't like that lyric.
Now to the streets, a valuable tool, right education. Taking it to school, any odd man who leaves brains getting burned. Nowhere to teach it, I just learn. Man like flame over my surroundings. Something you see from the beating in the valley. Simply lying, and I've been through. All the way with a bad attitude. Maybe it's just time we live it. Maybe it's just urban discipline. Urban discipline. Urban discipline. Rule number one. There ain't no fucking rules. All the ways of urban life are not as they seem. Standing up and fighting is what living here means. In order to survive, you've got to earn your respect. The only lessons that you learn are the things that you regret.
We had the ignorant macho man, Mosh Fiasco, into the stage dive sing along. Yo, and back in the day, I'll give you a little insight to me, right? I was an idiot. When there was a sing along, I would mosh the people out at the front. I would start punching into the crowd at the front, whether it be from behind or at the front or at the sides. I would call it breaking the bubble, bursting the bubble. That's that sing-along section right there. Your perfect time to burst the bubble after the ignorant mosh section has occurred. Just start twatting everyone who tries to sing along. Oh my gosh. What did I say there in the gang chant? You have to earn your respect. The only lessons that you learn are the things that you regret. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's PTSD talk. That's crazy, but that's real. Yo, we can win and win and win, but until we experience that failure, we're not going to learn a hard lesson. That's crazy talk. Yo, that was hard. That was Urban Discipline. We got Lost next. And just by the title of the tune, plain and simple, Lost. Yo, what's his name? Billy Biohazard. Is that his name? Billy. Big Billy just spitting facts. I wonder what his story is, because this is crazy. Lost is next. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. We're listening to Urban Discipline lively. This is Lost, coming in at 4 minutes 20. So if you like a reaction video with your Twifter, blaze it. Nylon guitar coming in. A little bit of classical for you live and large.
Here I stand now all alone. Memories flash of those I've known. Cannot change things said and done. Live life full till my time comes.
If you realize, the sound engineer right there roll the volume up somewhat. Listen.
The lives of friends that I have lost pays the price, who pays the cost. Can't cry anger till the end. It burns inside to lose a friend.
I thought this was just going to be an acoustic tune. I liked it. I liked that. You know what I mean? He didn't have the best singing voice, but it doesn't really matter because he gets across the point. As I've said in earlier tunes on this record, me as an instrumentalist, as a guitar player, I listen to the instrumental first and foremost, but this particular record has stricken me with listening to the lyrical for the most part because the lyrics are so good, or at least to me, because I appreciate the realism and the actual social commentary that's going on, not necessarily fiction based and storytelling. It's more so just, this is how it is, this is how it could be, this is how blah de blah de blah. I like it a lot. Come on.
Not even for a second when he woke up getting ass. If today was gonna be his last, an average day in the middle of a life, terminated by a dark night. Tilly, Billy, liquid blood, and his boys by the line face down in the mud. Might say the song's in poor taste, but I must discuss the waste. Walking thin lines and he thinks the top of dime. Label habitual, I'm losing 3 times. Just fucking around, up some blood to my bone. Whatever, the future's unknown. Unless you believe in predestination or fate. Letter and termination, it was fucked up. I couldn't make out his face. Through the blood, what a fucking waste. All lies on friends that I have lost. Who pays the price? Who pays the cost? Gave like his anger till the end. It burns inside to lose a friend. My friend was there on
So my man's talking about losing friends. I'm fortunate enough to not stem from that environment, so I've not experienced the loss and suffering of this individual. But considering what I've heard in the record so far, I believe him. I believe the words he writes.
the end. What hurt can never be replaced. The pain that I take is over. What a fucking waste. Of lives or friends that I have lost. Who pays the price? Who pays the cost? Can't cry anger till the end. It burns inside to lose a friend.
Hardcore. Hardcore.
Come on and murder, suicide, another body make a rest. Untimely demise, homicide. My faith is put through the test. Years, they're gone. Sometimes I just can't believe. My friend's dead, we shot them up. Something's quite hard to conceive. People dying every day, there's got to be a better way to last and form. Either way, the stand up will always stay. Like the memory of a friend who stood with me and told me and the loss from my mind.
What? Yo, what? That's a cock block. Alright, dudes, you tell me, right, if I'm missing the biggest, heftiest, BMI heavy mosh section of all time, because This has cut it off right here. This has cut it off right here. You tell me, am I missing potentially the sexiest mosh section of all time? Let's move on. We got Wrong Side of the Tracks next. I already know it sounds hard. I already know this sounds hard. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and large. We're listening to Biohazard's Urban Discipline from start to finish. Yo, we're getting through this easy. This is Wrong Side of the Tracks. Let me tell you before we start, just by the title of this tune, I know this is gonna be disgusting. I know this is gonna be too hard to handle. I'm already moshing. I might be here, not moving much, chilling in the bedroom. But let me tell you, I'm already moshing to this one. Burnt banana bread. Burnt banana bread. Come on.
And when you're in fucking
Brooklyn.
what's your bag?
Brooklyn, stand up. Brooklyn, stand up.
Pick it up, deluxe.
My man just said, pick it up, Deluxe. Deluxe, is that the drummer?
Deluxe.
Yo, I'm geographically ignorant. I didn't pay enough attention whatsoever in geography. I didn't give a flying crap, mate. So when he says Brooklyn, Biohazard are a New York band, but why aren't hardcore bands claiming Brooklyn? This is the first band I've heard claim Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn part of a larger section that hardcore is claiming? Or is this the only band that claims Brooklyn? What's going on? Did he just say the Bronx? Nah, I said wrong. The gang vocals on this record are so good. The gang vocals are really top quality on this record. guitarist can shred. That guitarist can shred. That lead head. That was a hard tune. That was a hard tune. A lot of questions to be answered for that one, so leave a comment down below regarding that. We've got mistaken identity next. Jesus. The topics are heavy. Yo, these lot, or at least the lyricist, has some experience. Let's get into it. Mistaken identity, people. Des, King of the Pit TV, signing in live and large. Bro, it's been a mission getting through these tunes, and in a very positive light, not in a negative one. There's a lot of content within this record which I enjoy, but it's a lot of heaviness. There's a lot of realism, no fiction within these lyrics. This one's entitled Mistaken Identity. I apologise for the slurring as far as goes. I'm sipping on the body tonight. This one's Mistaken Identity. Let's go.
Police operator, or where was your emergency?
Yes, I'm on the corner of Marine Avenue and 3rd Avenue and Marine, and the deli here was just robbed. What location is this from?
That's from Marine Avenue to 3rd Avenue. Westbound I got, approaching the Bay Palmway exit.
Eastbound on the balcony.
You have a plate of the vehicle, the van?
William Kenneth David, 637. Central. Eastbound. I'll be on around. Expansion, going eastbound. Which avenue exit?
11 at eastbound the Bay Palmway, turn around.
Hey, pull over, get out. Not fired.
1013 on 11 at.
Hardcore. Come on, circle pit.
Looking through these bars and wondering why I'm here. Accused of a crime I did not commit. The police made nothing clear. Stripped of my rights by the words of another. Locked in a cell with my...
Bro, this is a worst nightmare, this Mistaken Identity. In the lyrics already, the guy's spitting. What's he saying? Let's listen back to what this dude's saying.
Looking through these bars and wondering why I'm here. Accused of a crime I did not commit. The police made nothing clear.
Looking through these bars. Looking through these bars.
Looking through these bars and wondering why I'm here.
And wondering why I'm here. Committed of a crime.
Accused of a crime I did not
Completely wrong. Accused of a crime
commit. The police
I did not commit.
made nothing clear.
And the police made nothing clear. Imagine that. Imagine that you're being put behind bars and the police aren't even talking sense to you. And we've all been there, whether it be management at work, parents back in the day, authority figures blur the facts to ensure that anything sensitive doesn't get through to you, to ensure security of their own. That's so mad. That is so mad. Mistaken identity, imagine that.
Stripped of my right by the words of another. Locked in a cell with my victimized brothers. In this country, the land of the free, I'm the innocent man arrested. I stand accused, innocent on the crime. Not yet been sentenced, but I'm already doing time.
Not yet been sentenced, but I'm already doing time. People, comment down below. Is there any form of justice for that? Is there any sort of financial claim that can be made for that?
Mistaken identity, handcuffed, face down. Mistaken identity, my freedom, dead. Five convicted felons locked down in this cell. What did I ever do? To warm and live in hell. Busted by cops in need of a colony and doors for the 12 to earn their dollars. In this country, the land of the free, I'm an innocent man arrested. The criminal justice system played with the dynasty. They should judge themselves instead of crucifying me. Mistaken identity, handcuffed, face down. Mistaken identity, my freedom, dead and bound. A pussy bound to throw me in the joint. I feel sorry for you, 'cause you missing the point. Pick the wrong motherfucker, falling through, and the hammer of injustice for us through.
There's a mosh pit coming up. There has to be a mosh pit coming up. I don't know, it's going to be hard. If it is.
What's the bullshit that he said? Put your hands where I can see 'em. Make one move and you're dead. Mistaken identity, handcuffed, face down. Mistaken identity, my freedom gets bound. You fill a quarter and treat my life like a number or a statistic. Make one innocent, you outraged, angry and ballistic. Mistaken identity, handcuffed, face down. Mistaken identity, my freedom gets bound. Mistaken identity, handcuffed, face down. Mistaken identity, my freedom gets bound.
Right, we talk about hard, yeah? That's a hard record, that's a hard sound, so on and so forth. These dudes are putting it forward. The lyricism is talking about real serious stuff, which sounds actually serious to the roots of the band. They're not putting a front on. It seems very, very real what this act is talking about, and I enjoy that a lot. Right. Des signing in, King of Pit TV. We're finalising this Urban Discipline record. We're on track 12 of 14. This one is entitled We're Gonna Die From Our Own Arrogance. Oh, it's actually a Bad Religion cover, so, you know, take it or leave it. 2 minutes 20, I'm happy to record it. Let's get straight on with it. Whether I'm going to stop at any parts, I don't even know. I never even listened to Bad Religion properly, but I might do a record or so if you want me to. Leave a comment down below if you want me to do Bad Religion. Yo, they done this cover because the drummer wanted to show off a D beat. Are these group vocals in the actual Bad Religion tune, or is this just the cover version? This is such a nice change of energy. A very polite finish to the song there. Yeah, that makes me want to check out Bad Religion. Let me know if there's gang chants in the original version or if that was thrown in, because that was really good. Right, we got Tears of Blood next. Des at King of the Pit TV. We only got 2 songs to go. We're listening to Urban Discipline. We're chilling. We're bicking back being booed. This is Tears of Blood. Come on. Is this a demo version? because the vocal quality isn't as good as what we've heard. And I know he's going for a little bit of a different vocal style, but is this a demo?
Dying inside, emotions behind. Irreparable damage from the tears that I've cried. I climb from the sewer, the years that I've spent. Self-mutilation, all my environment. Tears of blood, I cry. Blood, tears of blood. Tears of blood, I cry. Blood, tears of blood. Deny myself for zero being isn't over now. My heart stopped beating. I ain't here just self-defeating. My mind is empty, it won't stop bleeding. Twisted anger, squeeze my brain. Over the edge, I hang in pain. Mouth locked shut, my mind won't flow. Tears of blood, alone I wallow. No one to blame except myself. When you go back to give them my goal, well, maybe it's just a matter of pride. Too sweet to end with suicide. Heal the stab, pour salt in the wound. Torturing myself, I'm forever still looking to the west. Each and every moon, a piece of rest comes someday soon. No one to blame except myself. When you go back to give them my goal, well, is that life and do we live in hell?
Sustain on the guitar is crazy. Little fade out there. Alright, heavy, but it's not the most memorable track from the record. Tears of Blood, that was. It sounded a little bit like a demo, and I'm only judging by the vocal quality on that record. We've got Hold My Own next. It's the last track of the record. Let's get straight onto it. Black Label Society. UK Top. Might have to do a bit of BLS. There's King of the Pit TV signing in live and live. This is the last track of the record Urban Discipline. This is Hold My Own. We are listening to the entire record. Let's see what the last track has in store. 2 minutes 52, relatively short, so I'm hoping for good things. Let's go. Come on.
Looks like this is trying to hold me down. But guess what? I ain't fucking around. It's in the deny the pride that I've shown. I climb hard, I must hold my own. Moving! Coming from the gutter so hard to get ahead. Thinking it was bullshit and working on my bread. You stole the time and rap, bring me down. But it's gonna keep me 2 feet on the ground.
Yo, so this sound sort of stemmed from Breakdown, and prior to that, tell me who this came from. Outburst was in the same sort of eras breakdown, right? So like late 80s New York hardcore. Did it come prior to that?
Someday I'll have my piece of fighting. One day I will find a decent life for self-respect shown. Until then, I'm on my own.
What did he say right there?
I will find a decent life for self-respect shown. Until then, I'm on my own.
Come on. Come on. Move it.
Always in the pressure, I take things as they come. Always looking up, look out, looking for one. No vision, you insist, and I never back down. Like a hard fun now. Always stand my ground.
Where we go?
Step to the rhythm of the Brooklyn beat. I will not back down. On my own, I stand my ground. You will not break me. I'll lead my way. Can't you see?
Dude, that was so good. I'm speaking on the whole record. That was so good. That tune, Hold My Own, yeah? That little mosh section they had before the end really finalised the record. They knew their market because there's so many records I'm listening to where the outro / last tune just doesn't possess anything which makes it like the big finale. But Biohazard knew the moshes. Dude, this record was incredible. By track 5, I was texting my mate saying this was the hardest record I've heard in a minute. One of the hardest records. This is so good. Right, that was Biohazard. Urban Discipline, start to finish. I'm signing out, people. You got any other recommendations? Any New York hardcore recommendations? Any metal hardcore crossover recommendations? Make it worthwhile, yeah? A good market for the band, because I don't want to be doing no records where no one's actually going to view the videos. Yo, that was hard. That was Biohazard. Urban Discipline. Let's go.